Hello, and welcome to the We Recommend podcast, a movie podcast where every week we recommend a movie for you to watch and then come back here and listen to us discuss. I'm Jesse.
I'm Jason.
Leave me to do my dark bidding on the internet.
Oh, what are you bidding on?
I'm bidding on a table. Because this week we recommend What We Do in the Shadows. Hell yeah, baby. One of the funniest movies ever.
Oh, man.
So what do you think of the movie?
It's so...
I know it's one of your faves. Well, not
I've only
faves,
seen
but
it once before this time.
Like, who doesn't freaking love
God, it's so good.
What We Do in the Shadows?
And the song that they...
You're dead. You're dead.
Yeah, So when my youngest daughter was like a toddler and she was learning to speak, we were watching this show and she loved that song so much.
Yeah, it's so catchy.
So she starts singing it everywhere we go. She's like, "You're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead," all the time.
She's just like, please don't play this. Just don't sing this like in your school. Just randomly. You go to a funeral. She sings it. You're dead, you're dead. Like, stop it.
Yeah, she loves that shit. And she told my mom that she wants to be a witch
Hell
when
yeah.
she grows up.
Oh.
I was like, fuck yeah, girl.
Nice. You got a cool
get
kid.
it.
You need to start. Well, you bought her like tarot cards and stuff, right?
No, those weren't for her, but those are for Ashley. My wife.
My life. Yeah, so Taika Waititi, you know, it's Taika Waititi. He's from New Zealand. Man, didn't realize how much I love New Zealand shit, right? This, Lord of the Rings, like that one show that I can't think of.
Well, I mean, and also Mel Gibson movie.
Apocalypto?
No,
So-
fuck me in that asshole.
Okay.
You can just edit that part out.
No. I'm actually going to enhance it.
No, the what's the one where he's the freedom?
Oh,
that was
Braveheart.
That was also filmed in New Zealand.
Oh, cool. I Braveheart.
Part of it was anyway. Anyway, that was a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot. So the thing I love about Taika Waititi is his awkward comedy. Or is this like offbeat, dry, small comedy that's just hilarious?
Fuck yeah.
It's like, because everybody, you know, they just like, they're taking their life so seriously, but they're all just doing something so dumb. Right?
Yes. Well, I think one of my favorite jokes from this movie is when they throw the scarf in the river and they're like, "Oh, Stu would have loved that
Stu
one."
would have loved that one.
It wasn't even his scarf.
It was a loose knit scarf. I mean, we're werewolves, not swearwolves.
Yes.
I mean, it's just like, it's nothing but hitters. I think we drink virgin blood because it sounds cool. I think of it like this. If you're going to eat a sandwich, you would just enjoy it more if you knew no one had fucked it. Like, I mean,
which is true.
I mean, come on. It's just, I think it's just like Taika really just had something special. 'Cause have you seen his movie Eagle versus Shark? That was the first one I saw.
No.
It's got Tremaine.
What the fuck? That sounds amazing.
Well, it's just like a very, very awkward movie. And it's just like two really awkward people falling in love. Jemaine Clement's in it, and he's like
he's incredible.
He's such a dick in it. It was like uncomfortable when I first watched it because
it's so awkward.
I've gotten better at watching it. The only thing I haven't watching things like this. The only movie of his I haven't seen has been a movie called Boy. That was his first like big it's his first big boy. That was his first movie where like people were like, "Shit, this guy's got something," you know, like as a director.
Never heard of it.
And then he did, What We Do in the Shadows. He was also doing Flight of the Conchords at that time as well.
Did he also do Our Flag Means Death?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like much later.
That show's good.
What We Do in the Shadows, then Hunt for the Wilder People. Great.
What We Do in the Shadows might be one of my favorite TV series ever made.
Yeah, it really is. Like the last season was great, and then it was just like, all right, let's end it. And the last episode's like, you just ended it?
Did they
that was
really
the only.
end it?
Yeah, it's over.
What?
Did you not watch the last season?
I don't think we're done with it yet.
Oh fuck, sorry. Well, it's over.
Okay.
And then he did Ragnarok, probably like the best one of the best Marvel movies. Jojo Rabbit, great. That's why he won his first Oscar.
He did Ragnarok. Of course, the screaming goats are hilarious.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Then he did Love and Thunder. But yeah.
Wait. Is that Love and Thunder?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ragnarok's the one where he's fighting Thor. Jeff Goldblum's there. or where he's fighting Hulk. Jeff Goldblum's there. They have
all right.
And then Flag Means Death. Then Thor, Love and Thunder. And I also haven't seen Next Goal Wins, but that was like a movie that got interrupted by COVID.
I loved in Our Flag Means Death. It's such a great show. But like the fact that like they took the idea of how men on the sea would just do homosexual stuff.
Just blow each other all the time, yeah.
Well, but it was still considered kind of like bad.
Yeah. Well, no, you weren't.
But they would just rape they would rape the boys.
Yeah, like, it's just like.
But I like the direction he went with it, where everyone's just openly gay.
Yeah,
and they're like really nice and like happy people.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's like, hey, what if we took the worst elements of it and just like try to make it not terrible to watch?
You look like a man who enjoys a soft garment.
Yeah. Because like, wasn't it just from like listening to podcasts or whatever? Like it was one of those things where they always like, they'd have somebody on the boat that would like give blowjobs to guys. And everybody knew that was a thing, but if you were seen doing it, they'd like kill you or something.
Yeah.
But everybody was getting it. So it's just like, guys, like figure out, are you just going to let a guy blow you or are you not going to let a guy blow you?
Just be cool, guys.
Like if you run into it, be like, I got next.
Because they outlawed women on ships because it's bad luck.
Yeah.
What'd you think was going to happen?
Yeah, right. Everybody's got it.
Not everybody can have a turn with the milk goat.
Yeah. Yikes. Milk goat. Yeah, so you got Jemaine Clement, everybody knows him. Flight of the Conchords. He's also in like a billion other things.
Yeah.
Taika already went through. Deacon's played by Johnny Bruh. Bruh. Which I can't think of what else he's really been in. I know he's in Thor Love and Thunder as like a small character.
Nice.
But outside of that, it's just in a bunch of, like movies from New Zealand and stuff. And our boy Stu. Should we dive in on some things I got about Stu?
Please.
So Stu, played by Stu Rutherford, had not played a primary acting role in a movie prior to appearing in this one. He was an extra in Boy. Stu was a part-time business analyst for a Wellington company. He was hired for the film under the impression that he would be working on computers and that he would play a small part in the film. And he ends up as the heart of the fucking movie.
Everybody loves him so much.
Dude, and by the end of the movie, like when we're like, Stu, he died, I'm like genuinely
You're upset.
sad about it.
Yeah.
And then it's like, he comes in and it's like, let's fucking go, Stu. That's my guy.
But he brings them all together.
Yeah.
It's so sweet.
Oh, fantastic. I love Jackie's character, her transformation throughout the movie.
Yeah.
Where she's just like, oh, I'm never going to get turned. And then it's like, my husband, I'm his master now. It's like, hell yeah.
Oh, that's her husband.
Yeah, like that becomes her familiar. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Like, I must have missed that part.
At the end. It's at like the very, I think it's mainly during like the credits. There's like some extra stuff during the credits.
I didn't watch the credits.
Jeez, guys, you just won't give credit to anybody around here. So this is our first vampire movie, right?
I think so.
Is it like weird that it's like the best vampire movie? So when I think about vampire, if you're like, hey, do you want to watch Interview with a Vampire, What We Do in the Shadows, Dracula, Twilight, or I don't know. If I put Lost Boys in there, that's actually going to be tough to pick.
Man,
I do love Lost Boys.
I haven't seen that one all the way through. Lost Boys. I used to watch it as a kid. But
it's like how would I put it? Fantastic. It's so of its time and ridiculous. There's vampires playing fucking saxophone.
Hell yeah.
That's
sexy.
Everything you need. I'm trying to think. You got the John Carpenter's vampires, which you just got what's his name? Wood.
It's better than Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Ooh, me and Natalie actually rewatched that recently. And I thought it was fun.
One of the best, I think my favorite gag.
James Wood, he's in
that one?
He's in John Carpenter's Vampires. It's like, he's just like a fucking cool guy.
Oh,
it's one of those type of movies. But go ahead. Sorry.
No, like when in Dracula Dead and Loving It, when the lady is like floating away, and he's like, "Just walk" or something, and she's.
Yeah.
I don't remember shit about that.
That
movie.
one, we kind of watched it. I think we put it on like around like 10 p.m. And it's just like,
that's a good time to watch that one.
Come on, let's put some jokes in here that land. But I still liked it. Just the jokes weren't landing as hard.
Yeah.
All right. So for this film, about 125 hours of footage was shot. Most of which was improvisation from the cast. The process of editing that down to a 90-minute movie took almost a year. The directors have stated that they are considering making all the footage available online so that fans can edit their own version. Fucking cool.
That's pretty awesome.
125 hours on a 90-minute movie.
I kind of like that idea. Make your own movie with the shit we've already filmed. That's kind of cool. That stuff
with who? God, I can't remember anybody's name today. The guy from That's It, Topher Grace. Like he like re-edited the prequels and stuff like that to like make them decent.
That would be a cool idea for a competition, like an editing competition.
Steven Soderbergh, who did like Ocean's 11 and all those movies, he edited Indiana Jones to make it a black and white silent film.
Nice.
Which is kind of cool. Yeah, I think they should put it on. I just would watch the footage. I hope it's amazing. Completely unedited footage and everything, just so I could watch like them laughing at their own jokes and stuff. Because that's what, if it's improvised, that's probably all they're doing is just laughing. It's 125 hours of just a bunch of New Zealanders like. Interesting fact. The building used for the exterior shots of the vampire's house used to be Peter Jackson's office. Because Peter Jackson filmed Lord of the Rings in New Zealand, not New Orleans.
Same place.
He might have done something there. For more Lord of the Rings facts, the hill where the vampires have a run-in with the werewolves is the same hill filmed in the Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring, where Frodo and the hobbits are running from the Black Rider and hiding under the roots of the tree.
Oh, interesting.
And it looks like it's just next to a park.
Yeah.
Or it's like next to a road, isn't it?
Like they just pulled over off the side of the road.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of...
Hey, get in there, you short boys.
So the movie initially didn't do very well in its homeland, New Zealand. So distribution to the United States was canceled. The directors were able to bring screenings of the film to the USA after a successful Kickstarter fundraising campaign, where it eventually became the most pirated movie of the year.
Pirated?
Pirated. Yeah. People just watched it online for free. Sucks because it could have made a lot of money.
They should. Yeah. I don't pirate things anymore, mostly because I don't know how.
Yeah.
Used to be easy.
So the key influences for the writers were The Lost Boys, Dracula, the 1992 Gary Oldman version. So like Deacon was a character from Lost Boys. This is the way he was. Dracula, that was Vlad's character, was based off Gary Oldman in that.
Oh, nice.
Interview with a Vampire, Viego, was based off of that.
Wait, which one? Which character?
Taika Viego.
I know, but like which one in Interview?
Oh, I would assume it was probably Tom Cruise's character.
Okay.
Or maybe it was Brad Pitt's. I don't know. There's two of them that they could be.
Which one's, in your opinion, who's the gayest vampire in Interview with the Vampire?
It's definitely Tom Cruise. Yes. There's just...
Not Antonio Banderas.
Oh, shit. I forgot he was in there. That movie kind of fucking rips, dude.
I know. I still
love that movie. I've only seen it once with Natalie because she's like, we should watch it. And then we did. And I was like, oh, why didn't these guys do a movie again together? Interesting fact. Tom Cruise was supposed to be the original... It was supposed to be Brad Pitt's character in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, I thought, because Brad Pitt also did Once Upon a Time in Mexico. That was a fun one.
You mean the Mexican?
No, maybe.
Yeah, with Julia Roberts.
No, I don't know.
That's the movie where he's in Mexico.
The one that's in Mexico is when I'm pretty sure it's Brad Pitt. I don't know, dude. I know like they're like all shooting up in the air and then a bullet.
No, that's Antonio Banderas, William Dafoe, Johnny Depp, Mickey Rourke, Danny Trejo. Damn, that movie got everybody in it.
Well, let's do that one next.
All right, one more thing. they lost the charred skeleton body during the shoot of Peter. After throwing it into the harbor for a funeral scene that didn't end up making the film, and not realizing it was drifting away, Taika Waititi commented on the situation, saying it was quite realistic looking, so we had to put a press release out saying that if anyone finds this charred body washed up on the beach, don't be alarmed, it's just a prop.
Nice.
What if someone was like, all right, I can finally kill my husband and burn him alive and throw him in the water, and people would be like,
opportunity.
This is that classic Taika Waititi nonsense.
No, they're all props. Everybody.
Props. Everything's a prop. So who's your favorite character in this?
I don't kind of Nick.
Nick. Yeah.
No, he's not my favorite. I think
there is no wrong answer.
Well, I think the main character, the guy that
Viego.
Yeah, Viego.
Yeah. He's just so cute, right? You just you love how dainty he is.
Yeah, he's a dandy.
Yeah.
Gotta love an idiot dandy.
It's so weird how well the TV show captured the spirit of the movie, right? Especially with the characters, because I always say Nandor is my favorite.
Yeah.
In the show, but it's just like, if you told me all right, you can only keep one, you gotta kick all the other ones off, I'd be like, I'd rather just kill myself. I don't want any of these people off the show.
Because it's just something about movies or shows about flatmates.
Yeah.
Even like the show Flatmates, which is super fucking funny. And just roommates in general. I mean, Friends had a pretty good run.
Yeah. But yeah, it's only like 9 seasons.
I like it less than these, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, it's just, I don't know. It's just the way, it's just fun seeing, I don't know. It's just the classic bit of, hey, what if you have this weird characters that have these powers or whatever, but hey, they got to live.
But they also have to try to live together.
Yeah, they're also just, it's because you never think about if I become a vampire, well, what am I going to do?
I know, forever, for eternity. Are you
I really
just going to live by yourself?
Do I want to live forever and have to clean my house forever?
No, you just move to a new house and kill the inhabitants, I guess.
It's just you get to see how, it's just fun seeing how they struggle just trying to live a normal everyday life, but everything's at night.
Just put down some newspaper, okay?
Yeah, it's please put down a towel. We're vampires. We don't put down towels.
We don't do dishes.
I haven't run into the dishes. It's why are y'all even using so much dishes? You just bite and suck the blood. That's it.
Yeah, I'm so embarrassed when we have people over.
Yeah.
But then you just kill them.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, that is true. And then they have a fight and they hiss at each other and fly up. So good. Yeah, just I just love because Nick's character is great. Mine is also Viego. He's my favorite. And then probably, I can't choose between Stu.
They're all pretty fucking funny.
Vlad and Deacon and Nick. That's impossible. But Nick just running around. I'm Twilight. I'm fucking Twilight. And just if there was someone around 2014 that turned into a vampire, this is just totally how they act.
I saw a video today on TikTok about Twilight, but instead of her falling in love with the boy, it was Owl Kitty, the cat with a really cute black cat.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Did you watch it? Have you ever seen the SNL parody where they're doing a parody of Twilight, but instead of vampire, it's Bill Hader as Frankenstein?
No.
Say it. Frankenstein.
No. I haven't seen that.
Oh, dude, you got to watch it. It's so good.
That's funny.
So what do you think about, I mean, I know it's different now because we have so many different shows and movies that have done the mockumentary thing, but I feel like this came in just right on time before it was just kind of so is every TV show and Goofy Little Movie going to be kind of a mockumentary where we're following these people around?
Do you think it kind of started it?
Oh no, that was The Office.
Oh yeah.
And then Parks and Rec, and then you got movies like this, and now you have 5 other different shows that kind of do the same thing.
I love it because it kind of gives you the illusion that they're normal people.
Yeah.
Trying to live normal lives.
I think honestly, the mockumentary style, they could probably pretty much do it for anything. Yeah. It's gonna work, but you can't do The Office, another show like The Office, set in an office, doing that, because then it'd be all right, we're out of ideas with this style. Let's put it to rest for a while and then come back. Like, you can't do another vampire.
Maybe if it was a different kind of Office. Like, I think they kind of did the same thing with shows like Veep, where they kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I haven't seen that one, but I do know of it.
And like Parks and Rec, like Inside the Government. So
yeah, those two worked, and those were like some of the first, few versions of it that we were really doing. But now it's just like there's a doctor one now.
I don't know.
You had What We Do in the Shadows, and like Modern Family was essentially doing it.
Have you seen the one that's in like ancient Poland? Oh, I'll have to look up what it's called.
It's a mockumentary?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
What?
It's
you even got Ghosts. Ghosts is essentially a mockumentary.
Yeah, Ghosts.
But funny thing is, which now I'm going to have to definitely watch it. So they're the police officers who arrive in the house after the fight between Deacon and Nick later.
Yeah.
They got a spinoff show called Wellington Paranormal. It's on Max.
Wow.
It's another Taika Waititi, Jemaine Clement production. It features the same officers investigating and explaining away all sorts of paranormal phenomenon. And yes, I'm going to put it on after the podcast.
Hell yeah.
And there were going to be a follow-up movie titled Werewolves. Apparently, it's supposed to be in production. I doubt it is anymore. It's also a mockumentary. The movie follows a group of werewolves living in modern-day Wellington, New Zealand.
I mean, yeah,
loved it.
Those guys were pretty funny. I could see how that could be. I would probably watch it.
I would watch the fuck out of it. Especially if it's like the exact same characters plus two.
Yeah. Well, I love how they were trying to chain themselves to the trees, but they're like, you wore jeans?
So, yeah, the alpha male's just getting so pissed off about it. It's like, you're not supposed to swear. I don't fucking care. We ain't got much time here. Y'all gonna lose those pants.
And they're just struggling to take off their clothes so they don't rip their clothes.
Yeah. So good.
So they're like self-hating werewolves somehow. I don't know. This is so fucking funny. All right, so the show's called 1670.
Is this like a... Wow, it's got really good reviews. It looks funny.
It is.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking funny.
And they just like talk to the camera and everything?
Yeah.
Good
like
bit.
the leader is this guy that's the biggest idiot. But he's the leader. And so, I don't know. There's this one episode where there's a guy that's an alcoholic. And so he tries to quit drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone gets mad at him because he was like the village idiot. And they're like, we need you to start. They have an intervention for him to start drinking again.
Yeah.
Yes, they need some entertainment.
Yeah, there's a user review or a featured review on IMDb. It feels like a combination of The Office, Modern Family, and Monty Python meets the 17th century.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Cool, I'm going to have to check this out. I'm going to put it on my list.
Kind of reminds me of him, like Henry Sobrowski, too. Like,
hell yeah. I'm in now. Definitely in. All right, bro. Let's get in the shadows, shall we?
Let's do more dark fitting.
Yeah. Just like the small little lines, right? It's like they don't overdo it. They just like say it. And it's like, this is funny.
It's so subtle.
Yeah. All right. So every few years, a secret society in New Zealand gathers for a special event, the Unholy Masquerade. In the months leading up to the ball, a documentary crew was granted full access to a small group of this society. What an insane, like, I want to see it all, like, up to that point, too, of just, like, them signing the contracts and everything.
Getting their crosses.
Yeah.
And didn't it say they were also blessed or something?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Something like that. So, it's 6 p.m. Diego wakes up from his coffin.
He's got an alarm clock.
He's got an alarm clock. Sticks his hand out, like, tapping it. And then, like, when he opens it, so he, like...
raises halfway up.
Yeah, raises halfway up. And then he looks at the camera like, then it raises. And it's immediately, I'm hooked forever for the rest of my life in anything Taika Waititi does. And then, like, we learned he's, like, 379 years old. He's, like, super scared. He's like, this is the scariest part. And then, like, opens the blinds, like, oh, thank God.
He peeks out real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, good, it's night.
Yeah. It's like, it must really suck whenever, like, the power goes out.
Oh, man, yeah.
Then he's like, oh, no.
When I was in the Army, we always had to have battery-operated alarm clocks for that reason.
Oh, smart. So he's going to wake up his other flatmates. It's like, we have a flat meeting. I can't do a New Zealand accent. So we meet Deacon. I transformed. He's got one of the best lines in the movie.
He sleeps in the closet.
Yeah, he sleeps in a closet. He hangs upside down because I transformed into a dog and had sex. That's what he did last night. He had a late night. Then we meet Vladslav, who is having sex, but whenever he opens the door, it looks like it's in
that was cool.
It looks like we're seeing it from a top-down perspective of a bed.
It was badass.
Fucking rules. I wish I had vampire powers. If I could just make openings seem like different.
And then he opens the door a second later, and there's nothing.
Like completely normal.
All the people are gone.
Yeah, everything.
Meeting in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
20.
Okay. And then he goes to Peter's room with the chicken. He's essentially Nosferatu, of course. He's got a stone casket. His room is very messy, and Viego wants to clean it up. It's like, if you want, I could just bring down a broom. You could just clean up a little bit. And he's like, they're
like, is Peter coming to the meeting? No, he's 8,000 years old. Yeah, he's not coming.
He's not coming. So at the meeting, we learn Deacon doesn't pull his weight around the flat. He doesn't clean up. We learn that he's cool and rebellious, the young bad boy of the group at 183 years old.
Youngest.
Yeah. But yeah, they're just really pissed off at him that he won't clean the dishes. And then it like pans over to the dishes and there's just so much in the dishes.
Covered in blood.
And there's like notes to say, please clean me.
Oh man.
And we learn he became a vampire when he got picked up by a vampire who turns out to be Peter. And they are still friends today.
Oh,
nice. He's like, yeah, I was just walking next to this old creepy castle and then a creature came up and got me. And then he like drained my blood and then made me drink his blood. And he like flew up and he said, you're a vampire. And it's like, that's Peter.
Oh, good old Peter.
And so Vlad is an older vampire from medieval times.
That was pretty funny.
He's a great guy, but a bit of a pervert.
Vlad the poker.
Yeah. And then like while like we're cutting in between him telling his stories, he's like, he's a little bit old in his ways. We should get slaves. We learn he's 862 years old. He was a tyrannical back in the day. He tortured people a lot. He poked people. Vladslav the poker.
Well, I love how he can't get the faces right.
Yeah. Oh, and then they show him later. He's got the cat face. Yeah. So creepy. Viego was an 18th century dandy. He likes things clean. He lays down towels. We see him like gonna suck the girl's blood.
Well, I love
that's a little later.
He's so nice.
Yeah,
he's just so nice.
He just wants to give them like their last a nice night before they die. And then like Deacon and Viego really start fighting about the dishes. They fly up and
hissing.
And then we get the classic "What We Do in the Shadow" song.
You're dead.
You're dead in this world. We see Float vacuuming, brushing Peter's teeth. And then we cut to Vlad. We learn that he was 16 when he turned, but times were rough back then, so now he looks 40.
Yeah, he looks middle-aged at 16.
We learned awesome. Deacon was a Nazi vampire. It's like, so after the war, which we lost, y'all might not know that, it was really bad to be a Nazi, and it was really bad to be a vampire. It was really bad to be a Nazi vampire.
Yeah, just forget about it.
So I had to get out of there. Then we get a bunch of pictures of them living together. It's great. They're like partying and stuff and just having fun. Viego came to the country for love, we find out. He liked a human girl. When he told her how he felt, she already had been married. She gave him a pure silver necklace that he can't wear even though he tries. He's like, at first he puts it on, it's like steaming, and he's like, yeah, and then he's like, oh, that's as long as I can wear it. But we also learned that the reason that he didn't get married to this girl was because his familiar at the time
shipped him all
around the world because he got the address wrong. Never thought about that being a problem for vampires. You know?
Man, the postal system was terrible back then.
Yeah. We see that they play in a 3-man band.
And he's terrible. Like, they're both Like Vlad and Deacon are kind of good at their instruments. I mean, you have eternity to learn the trumpet,
right?
Or is it just a horn without the
No,
valves?
he definitely had the thing. I think he just wasn't using him. I thought he was doing a great job.
Well, I love how he was just playing so shitty, and then he turned the music page.
Yeah,
the sheet music, like he was reading the music. He wasn't.
Yeah, he wasn't, because he picks up without even looking at it, right back where he's left off. So they're gonna go out and they're getting ready. They can't see each other, so to get ready, they draw each other.
Oh, look, Ghost Cup.
Yeah. But they just like poorly draw each other and stuff. Or they walk around with like coat hanger and stuff. And they're like, oh, this is how it would look.
Don't they have cameras?
Well, they're not yet. They don't have cameras yet. That was Stu taught them cameras and phones and all that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good old Stu.
But yeah, it's really funny. It's time to, and we get like the line. It's like, sometimes you see a guy and you really like his pants, so you kill him.
Hell yeah. I don't know, the clothes they were trying on, most of them were just splattered with blood.
Yeah. It's time to go out and party, vampire style. Cut to them on a bus.
And they can't go in any of the nightclubs because they don't get invited.
Yeah, they want to go in. It's like, why don't you invite me in? It's like, just, you can walk in, whatever. It's like they won't. They're like, no, either go in or don't. So they go to a vampire bar where they can get invited in. It's super dead though. They're like, this is the hottest vampire club there is. Four people. They all look like nerds, and they just walk in and start kind of dancing.
But it was funny, like when they're walking on the street and they see other vampires, they kind of hiss at each other, and then like they find the lady. She's like, "Oh, this guy, I've been training him all night."
Yeah, and then you got like the two kids that were turned into vampires. And
we're gonna get a pedophile.
Yeah, we're gonna kill a pedophile. It's like, okay, good luck. And then Deacon, we meet his familiar Jackie. She's gonna bring over some virgins for him.
Oh yeah. The future Guillermo.
Yeah.
Guillermo.
And she wants to know when he will turn her, but he of course ignores her and tells her to go off.
I'm really glad that they made the show.
Yeah.
It's just a continuation of this. It's so good.
Yeah. It's like, I won't say it's better than it because I love this movie so much, but it's just like right on par with the movie.
It's just more of the same shit. I love it.
Yeah. Though I didn't like when they spoilers for Guillermo when they turn him into a vampire and then he doesn't want to be a vampire and they unturn him into a vampire. I'm like, whoa, we've been building to this. I wanted to see Guillermo as a vampire. God damn it. So Viego,
he was, but he was just really bad.
Yeah, he's like he didn't want to kill people, and it's like, well, then don't become a vampire. What have you been doing here?
Well, they knew he wasn't ready. That's why they didn't turn him.
Don't make me argue.
Politics.
So Viego makes it a nice experience when he drains blood. Since it's their last time alive, he smooth talks a girl and then goes to drain her and hits a jugular. Blood gets everywhere. He's like, oh! He's like, open his mouth and just spewing straight into it.
Why doesn't he just? I don't know.
And then we cut to he's just
funny.
Covered in blood, and he looks sad that she's dead.
You think she's so excited about to get kissed?
Yeah, she's like, ooh, okay, what's going on here? Then Vlad, he's gonna feed on a girl watching TV. He tries to hypnotize her, but he's not powerful enough because his arch nemesis, the Beast, defeated him once, so now he isn't as strong.
I love how they go and like they talk about see me. And he like knocks on the door.
Yeah.
But no, they go into like how he used to be able to hypnotize entire groups of people.
Yeah.
But now he's just reduced to talking to people through their windows at home, and they don't even notice him.
Yeah, it's like it must be the angle she's watching TV. she can't see me. So then Jackie brings over the humans for them to feed. One of them is Nick, Jackie's ex when she was 12. It's like,
she's just you think she's very confident until this.
Yeah, then you're like, oh, okay.
She's just as dumb as they are.
Yeah, and I love it. And then like the other, I can't remember the other girl's name. I didn't put it in here.
Didn't she work with her?
No, like they went to school together.
Yeah.
And I guess she made up the nickname the Jaxorcist.
Yeah,
Jaxorcist.
She teased her once in
school.
And
so she's like,
she's gonna kill her.
It's just like, oh, I didn't call you that. It's like, yeah, that was you. that was you. And so it gets her to come. They ask if they're virgins, but they aren't. Jackie's like, it's like, yeah, you are, Nick. It's like, we dated. It's like, I was 12. Because Vlad is like, you're a virgin? You don't look like a virgin. And this is where I'll put it like this to you. Would you enjoy a sandwich more if you knew if one had been fucked? Oh, I messed up the line. Would you enjoy one if you knew it had been fucked?
Yes.
Sandwich. And then
it turns purity culture on its head.
Yeah. And then we got spaghetti worms. They just put a cold plate of spaghetti.
Yeah. He's like, I'm going to go prepare dinner. It comes back with 2 cans of SpaghettiOs or whatever.
Chef cans, probably. And so essentially they're just like, they make them eat it, and it's like, ooh, you just ate the worms.
Now your penis is a snake.
It's like, whoa, I'm fucking out of here. They made my penis look like a snake.
Oh no, it's a cobra.
Yeah. And then so Nick tries to leave, but he can't get out. They chase. Viego hits his jugular. Viego. So they chase. Vlad hits the jugular.
Really funny how they're chasing him around the house.
Yeah, the Vlad hits the jugular of one girl, and there's like blood splattering everywhere. You got the Vlad cat. He's like stuck and like he can't, like nobody's around him anymore, and it's like he's got his backpack on, and next thing you know, Deacon's coming out of the backpack. So I'm assuming he batted into it.
Bat.
And then he gets outside, but Peter gets him. Damn.
Oh, they're like, oh, Peter got him. Poor guy.
The way Nick talks and like looks at the camera and stuff is so funny, and just like how slight he says everything. It's like, I don't want to be here. They made my penis look like a snake. I'm out of here. I'm not into this. So funny.
And even as a vampire, he's just a goofy
he's just like,
of a bitch.
he essentially stays the same. That's great. So then we cut to 2 months later. Deacon dances while the others watch. And then
an erotic dance.
Yeah. And then we see Nick, who is now a vampire, struggling to fly inside the house. Like, why the fuck won't you just come through the door? It's like, I'm a vampire. I don't have to.
He's like, the best thing about being a vampire is that you can fly.
Yeah. I'm very good at it. I've only been a vampire for 2 months.
Struggling to get in the window.
Yeah. And we see Nick
is like, I was just doing an erotic dance for my friends, and you interrupted it.
Yeah. We see Nick is wanting to learn from them, but he also thinks that they can learn from him. They're going out, and now they're going to go out, and now we meet Stu, my guy. Nick tells us he doesn't know he's a vampire. It's like, it sucks because I really want to eat him.
You can't hear me.
It's like, I want to tell him, but I can't. It's like we learned like Stu dated Nick's sister, and they broke up, and he's like, oh, now he's my mate.
Yeah, my best mate.
Yeah.
Very sweet.
Deacon doesn't like Nick. Said he shouldn't have been turned. And he's just really jealous because he can get him into clubs now because he knows people that work at the bars.
Yeah.
So
nice.
After the club, so they all go into the clubs. After the club, the 5 of them are.
It's really funny when they're on the way to the club and that one dude's like, homos.
Yeah. And they're also like, they get in there and they're just like, yeah, this rules. And so after, and then what? Yeah, Nick's like telling everybody he's a vampire and stuff.
Yeah, everybody.
Oh wait, no, that's not yet. That's a little bit later. My bad. So they all party. They're having a good time. After the club, the 5 of them are walking and walk past some werewolves. It's like, thought I smelled something.
Oh, they must really smell bad.
Yeah. They all start kind of making fun of each other, and then like one of the werewolves swear. It's like, hey, what are we? We're werewolves, not swearwolves. And
all right.
Yeah, and then it's like, why don't you go pee on something? And then like they start pissing them off, and like one of the guys starts losing, like they're like, whoa, calm down. Yeah. And then they have to like kind of breathe through it. It's like, breathe.
Yeah.
Breathe.
Take deep breaths. It's like they're a support group, like with a disease.
Like, yeah, it's like a walking AA meeting.
Yeah, I guess lycanthropy is kind of a
it's a disease.
Just like,
you just never think about it. You know? So Nick, he's gonna tell Stu that he's a vampire. He's super nervous to tell him, and then he tells him, and Stu's just like, okay.
Yeah,
literally almost.
Stu's the coolest guy.
Stu is literally the boringest person on the planet and has no reaction to anything, and it's great. I love it. Yeah, you kind of need a friend like that.
He's a great friend.
When everybody's weird and crazy, you just need that friend to be like, "Hey, you want to hear something crazy?" He's like, "Oh, okay." Do you need help with like computers and stuff?
Yeah, he's a software analyst.
Yeah, and then we learned Viego, Vlad, Deacon, they all love Stu. Deacon's gonna start knitting him a scarf. Stu teaches Viego how to fight. He shows them phones, computers, and cameras. They're like walking around, like just they're what it shows like videos of sunrises, videos, pictures of virgins. They're like, oh, I don't think she's a virgin doing that. And then it like learns how to like show them and like, oh, portable cameras and stuff. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, this is like the old Nokia phones and stuff.
Yeah.
It was great.
And then Stu helps Viego video call his old servant. He brings up the servant. Philip brings up the girl Viego liked. And then Philip brings up that he didn't turn him. And it's like, I'm 90 years old now. It's like, Viego's like, just closes the laptop. This looks like, yikes. And Viego, feeling sad, goes to see his old love at a retirement home. Yes. Stands out. They kind of did that bit in What We Do in the Shadow Show.
Oh, which part?
I think, was it Laszlo or Nandor, like, goes and visits an old lady, and it's kind of from this.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think that was like season 1 or 2. So we're at a party. Nick keeps telling people he's a vampire. Yeah, I'm a vampire. It's like, no, you're not. It's like, yeah, I'm actually a vampire.
He's
Deacon,
excited.
Yeah.
Come on, Nick.
Deacon, Viego, and Vlad tell him he can't, but he keeps doing it. He tells 2 dudes, and one of them says he's a vampire hunter, but he doesn't believe him. It's like, oh, I'll give you my email. He's talking to a guy at the convenience store, like behind cash register.
That's him. He's like, a vampire hunter.
No. It was one of like 2 guys at a bar. But the guy's like, oh yeah, I'm a vampire too. I can turn and everything. And then Nick turns like, don't lie about turning into sheep. And then Deacon and Nick fight.
Nick eats the French fry.
Yeah. But like, so Deacon and Nick, their fight, like Nick keeps running around. I'm Twilight. And like, shut up, you're not Twilight. He's like, I'm Dracula, man. And then they have like a bat fight and just kind of start floating around. It's great. And Deacon ends up winning and rips Nick's jacket. And so they go to this diner, and Nick, who's this, Deacon flew off, and Nick's just sitting there. And once his jacket got ripped, he's like, you ripped my jacket. And then they get back into the little like diner or whatever. And he's just like sitting there, and he's just like looking at the camera, futzing with his jacket. It's just like, they ripped my jacket.
Was it
so good?
The jacket that's a copy of Deacon's?
Yeah, it's like just the reverse colors. Yeah. So Nick, who's upset, eats some fries and vomits like crazy. It's like, I don't mind the sun not being out during the sun, but chips, it's my favorite food. I can't eat chips.
Oh, regrets.
So Deacon tells Jackie that he was going to buy her, but Nick took her spot. She said if she had a penis, she would have been turned into a vampire by now. Everybody's just biting each other's dicks. I fucking love Jackie, dude. Yeah. I forgot, like, I kind of forget about her whenever I watch this movie, and I'm like, oh, that's right, I forgot. She's like kind of hilarious. So Viego explains that he didn't kill, what's the girl that he's in love with? Catherine?
Paul. Oh, the 89-year-old?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
It's like Catherine. Something like that. He didn't kill her husband because he saw how happy she was.
Aww.
Then like we see him, he's got his little necklace. He opens it. There's like a picture of him and her in it. And then he like scans it and then makes a bigger picture and like puts it on his coffin.
Aww.
And then closes the coffin. And then all of a sudden, because he's jerking off in the coffin. Can vampires see at night?
Yeah.
Okay.
They got night vision.
That's
probably.
Sure. So Next morning, Peter is screaming.
Otherwise, they'd just be bumping into shit.
That's true. That is true. So he got caught into the sunlight and is burning. And he died.
Oh no!
And then
Peter.
Vlad, they're like, get some water. Vlad comes in with like a tiny bucket of water, throws it, and then Peter's dead. He's like, I was too late. And then he like runs at the camera, turn it off. Our friend has been killed in a fatal sunlight accident. And then we learn Peter was attacked by a vampire hunter. He killed him, but the sun got him. Nick comes down to see, and it's we see that it's one of the guys earlier. He told that he was a vampire. They're super pissed at him. Deke and Nick fight again. They're like, it's a really dope kind of fight, like because they're kind of running all around the thing, and
that was cool.
And there's one point where he's like laying on the ground on the roof, and he's like, "Get up and stand on the ceiling like a man." That's pretty good. And then the fight is interrupted by a knock at the door. It's the police. They came to check on the forced entry, and shrieking, Diego hypnotizes him, but he's not very good at it. And they act like everything is normal and just act like the police.
They let him walk through the house.
Yeah, they're walking through the house. You still have like the two, Deacon and Nick, floating. And they point up at where Nick is in the corner of the room. He's like, "Oh, you see that? You've got no fire alarms in here."
Yeah. When they go to Peter's room, they look past all the skeletons and like, everything. This is a fire hazard now.
Yeah, and then they see like the hunter down on the ground. They're like, "Oh, he's just too drunk." It's like, you're just gonna leave him down here. It's like he's gonna be really upset when he wakes up. He's just laying on the floor. Like, "Oh, what's this? You see this? This is adhesive. Just open and out. It's a fire hazard." And then like they're about to go up, and we get a little cut to like Viego's like, "We can't kill the police because just more police show up." And then I think it's Deacon's like, "Let's just kill them." And then Vlad like, "Let's see what other safety stuff they have to say first." So then they have a trial for Nick. And they call it like, and then like they start. It's just like they call it problems we have with Nick.
And the first one is about Stu. We're like, but we really like Stu, so we're just going to cross that one out.
Yeah. And so due to his crimes, he is banished indefinitely.
And he has to have the shame parade.
And then he's like, "So I can come back?" And they're like, "No." Well, indefinitely doesn't mean forever. It's like, well, you can come back eventually. They're like, "Oh, so like a week or a month?" He's like, "No, not a week or a month."
At least 5 months.
And then he's like, so they're gonna he's gonna be punished with the procession of shame. Like, you gotta get out of here. Like, "Stu, you can visit as much as you want." And so essentially the procession of shame is this, he's walking, he's like, "Shame."
Yeah, they're all circling him.
Shame. And it's pointing. Like very small and not a lot of like love and like gusto put in it. So then it's several months later. They've got an invitation to the unholy masquerade.
Yeah, at the Church of Despair.
Yeah, and all the undead come. Vampires, zombies, witches, and banshees.
I love the zombie guy. He's like, we have to keep ourselves from like lifting our arms and going, "Oh."
Yeah. It's almost like a version of like Colin Robinson.
Yeah.
It's not like quite fully there yet. We learned that Viego went as Whoopi Goldberg from Sister Act 1 and 2 one year. Every year they have a guest of honor, and Vlad thinks it will be him, but it isn't.
It's his arch nemesis.
It's the Beast. I wonder who the Beast is going to be. So the Beast is being built up as a crazy monster he always has to fight.
Yeah, they keep showing the drawing of the monster.
Yeah, and it's got like a penis on the chest, like 3 penises on the chest. It's got like chicken legs. It's wild. So Viego, he wants to go as Blade. Like, you can't go as a vampire hunter.
But he's also a vampire.
Yeah, that's true.
Or maybe like half vampire.
Yeah, he's a half blood breed. Whatever.
I guess he's a daywalker.
Daywalker, that's what they call him. So Vlad looks terrible from the stress. He turns around and he's old, gray, like wrinkly skin. Yeah. And he says he's not going. This is like, just leave me here to do my bidding.
My dark bidding.
What are you bidding? On a table. So then Deacon and Viego arrive at the party. Jackie is there, and it turns out she's a vampire now. Way to go, girl. We learn Nick bit her.
Yeah. Just turning people willy-nilly.
Yeah, and Deacon is mad that he bit her servant. We see Stu came to the party. Oh, no. Not good. And then we finally meet the Beast, who's actually Vlad's ex, Pauline. Love it. It's just some girl.
Yeah, it's just cute.
Yeah. So she's meeting everyone, and she sees Stu and Viego. And then Viego lets out that Stu is a human. Dang it, Viego. Every time.
Trying to tell people that he's like a witch? Like a male witch?
Because like she shakes his hand. It's like, oh, you're very warm. Are you a demon? You should have just been like, yes, I am. I am a demon.
Yeah, I'm a software analyst.
Yeah. God, it's so good. It's really, I guess they turned like Stu and the zombie into Colin Robinson.
Yeah.
The show.
And like, it was really funny whenever Stu was talking to the zombie, and then the zombie's like, so let me ask you a personal question.
Yeah.
Are you predeceased?
Are you predeceased?
But then when Stu gets up, he like has the instinct to bring his arms up, but then he puts them down.
Yeah. So good. So like Jason said, everyone's kind of starting to figure out that Stu's a human. They try to get him out, but everybody knows now. The Beast confronts them. They all want to eat him, and they worry he could be like a vampire hunter, so they just can't let him go. So they tell him to tell the room what he does, and then he just goes on and on about what he does. He's like a computer analyst and stuff. And then by the end of the speech, the Beast is like, all right, you're definitely a virgin.
And that one lady, he's like, I can smell a virgin from a mile away.
Like, shut up.
Go a mile away or 1,000 feet away and smell yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's so good. So they're going to attack, but Vlad shows up. The Beast's new boy toy confronts him, and they start to fight.
Well, she forgets who he is.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm your ex-lover.
Well, because he like comes in with the mask on, and then he's like, don't you remember me? And she's like, it's like, name someone else. And he's like, no, that was 5 years before me. And then he goes to take off the mask, but he's having a hard time. And then Viego's like, ooh, let me help. He's like, I got it.
But he takes it off, and then he's like, and he takes a split second, and then he goes, the dramatic effect, like, look at her, like the reveal.
He's like, it's me. Oh, it's so good. So yeah,
Beast, asshole,
arsehole.
Don't call me asshole. Don't call me Beast.
So Vlad, during the fight, he looks like he's gonna die. It looks like the other vampire's like sucking his energy out, I guess. And then Stu impales him.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's badass.
And then they run off. They celebrate. Stu. And then they smell werewolves.
Oh shit.
We see that the wolves are chaining themselves to a tree. They're worried about like the pants
They're all
ripping.
so stupid.
And then the one guy's like, the alpha male's like, hey, you see how the size of that tree? You know how big you get when you turn?
That's a branch.
Yeah. One guy's like, oh, I forgot the combination. It's like, why did you get a combination log? It's like, because I lost my key. And then they see Vlad has a fur coat on. And they're like, man, that's really disrespectful. And then the moon comes out, and they're all getting angry and upset and turning. They all look pretty silly as
like, quick, take off the clothes you want to keep.
They're all like trying to get them off. And they all turn into werewolves. They're all kind of silly, like very big, fluffy werewolves.
They're kind of horrifying.
Yeah, they're like the way they film it's horrifying, but it's also like the silhouette's kind of goofy at the same time, but it's awesome. I fucking love werewolves, dude. So they get chased by them and have a fight.
The cameraman
gets eaten. And then we see Stu getting thrown around and eaten. Poor Stu. R.I.P.
Oh, man. He was like disemboweled and his face was eaten.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. Nick is sad and Deacon goes to console him. He tells him this is what happens as a vampire. You think like the movie's going to cut to being like real, like kind of serious and sad, which is something like Taika likes to do in his movies. It's like, this is what happens as a vampire. You have to watch them die. Then he's like humans die all the time. You got like, they'll be in a pile of leaves and then leaves blocking their windpipe.
You make a mask out of crackers and get attacked by geese.
Ducks and geese. And then he's got one. If I know Stu, this was probably the way he wanted to go. Disemboweled by werewolves, blood and guts splayed onto the trees, his face torn to shreds. And then like Deacon's like, I hope I could help. And Nick's just like, oh my God. It's so good. So then we see the cops we saw from earlier. They find Stu, who they think was attacked by dogs. They find a random dog.
They find a really cute dog.
It's like, see, tomorrow we're going to put down this dog. The dog like looks at the camera like,
oh, sweet dog.
And then he takes him over to Stu. He's like, look what you did.
And then he like tries to get away a little bit. They're like, oh, he's trying to get back at it.
Yeah, it's so funny. That bit alone, it's one of the best bits. Oh, it's so good. So we cut to the gang. They're all very sad over the passing of Stu. Viego says that vampires don't feel anything, but he says that he sometimes thinks that he does. And then we get like a shot of the picture of like Stu, Peter, Viego, Deacon, Vlad, Nick. And it's just like for a second, I'm like, damn, they had a family here.
Yeah.
For a split second, they had a family.
And then they throw the scarf in the river.
Yeah. The scarf.
Stu would have loved this scarf.
Stu would have loved the scarf. But then it cuts to black, and suddenly we hear a phone call from Nick, who is a surprise. Turns out Stu's alive, baby. He didn't die. And then all of a sudden the werewolf boys start coming in. And we learned that he's a wolf now.
Yeah.
We get the shitty reenactment like scene.
Oh, of him
where
jumping off the stretcher.
It looks like old like true crime like series like on True TV or something where it's just like just really shitty looking and it's great. It's like, yeah, next thing I knew, I woke up and I was on a stretcher and then I stumbled out into the middle of the woods and I woke up and these guys gave me pants. It's great. So, and then the vampires and werewolves.
I love how they're all naked too, just standing there.
They're all just standing there with no pants on. The vampires and wolves, they all start getting along. It's like, we thought they were going to pee on everything.
Yeah, he's like, don't look at anything. Don't urinate on anything.
But it turns out that they're all pretty friendly. All start shaking hands.
Yeah, they're having a great time partying.
They're like, Stu! Everybody loves Stu. And because of that, we all love Stu.
Yeah.
Catherine and Viego are together now. Catherine is that's the girl's name.
The 89-year-old.
The 96-year-old. So they're together and he turned her into a vampire. Viego, some people freak out a bit about the age difference. They think, what's this 96-year-old lady doing with a guy 4 times her age? They call me a coffin robber or something.
A cradle robber.
Cradle robber.
Or wait, I think he said cradle snatcher.
Cradle snatcher, yeah. And so then that's pretty much the end of the movie. And then like through the credits, you got Vlad got back with the beast, and then he's like, you see, whenever you get back with an ex, it takes a minute, but then you realize why you broke up. And then we see Jackie, who is giving a list of things for her husband, who is now her familiar, to do.
Nice.
Like she says, I love you, but I am your master. The leader of the wolves are messing with like the other ones. Because it's like, you see, I love being the alpha here. See, if I start laughing, they all start laughing.
Oh, yeah. I remember that
and then I can mess with him and be like, why are you laughing? He's like, and then they all start laughing. And he's like, now why are you laughing? He's like, And he's like, they start laughing again. Then Stu's like, he's like, why are you laughing, Stu? He's like, because everybody else is laughing. He's like,
see, he gets it. I'm the alpha male.
Yeah. Male? Yeah. I got it at the end. Male. Then it's the end, except there's an after credit scene.
Oh, shit.
It's where Deacon's like, you will forget everything you saw over the last hour and a half. Beautiful. Perfect.
Oh, man.
I just want to say, this is a fucking 5-star movie.
Yeah.
This is like everything I like in a less than 90-minute movie. It's perfect. It's straight good bits all the way through.
Yeah, it's so funny from beginning to end.
Like, this is a rare comedy that I watched while taking notes, 7:30 a.m. in the morning, and was still laughing all the way through.
Hell yeah.
It's like, a lot of the comedies we do, I don't, like, some of them I don't have that reaction to.
Right.
And I did with this one.
That was fucking amazing. I'm going to have to check out all of this guy's stuff. Taika,
yeah.
Boy.
Hunt for the Wilder People is always on stuff. That one's really funny.
I'll do that one.
I don't know if Evil versus Shark's on anything. I know his newest one, Last Goal or whatever, something like that. It doesn't have the great reviews, but I think it's on Hulu. Have you ever seen Jojo Rabbit?
No.
Oh shit, you're gonna love that one. That movie is
Jojo Rabbit.
Taika Waititi plays a boys version. So like Nazis, they had like the thing where like little kids were like in like these little Nazi
academies.
Yeah, stuff like that. So it's like from the perspective of a boy. Like in that. And so like his he kind of has like a imaginary friend that's Taika Waititi as Hitler. And so, Taika's doing like his kind of like flamboyant type of like silly goofiness. And it's really funny, but it's like, and like, of course, obnoxiously people like around that time were like, oh, it's like, this isn't like, we shouldn't do this, portray a character like this. But then like, if you actually fucking watch the movie and have a brain, you realize that
it's all satire.
As the kid like starts to see like like how bad Nazis are and like, oh, this is all shitty and stuff. Like the imaginary character of Hitler like becomes more and more kind of like mean and like he's starting to see what Hitler actually is, not like a friendly guy, but like, a dictator. And it just seems like the entire fucking world didn't understand, like people on the internet didn't understand it. I hate the internet.
They never tried.
Like there's just so many shows have come out and people have bad taste on the internet.
Yeah.
And I'm just getting sick of it. And I haven't been looking at my phone anymore. I just don't get on it anymore. It's like, God, just like think about something for 5 minutes.
Yeah. You just got to take a break.
Just like think about it and don't go on the internet and talk about it. Talk about it with your friends or wife.
Or make a podcast.
Or husband. Yeah. And this is why I don't have a negative podcast. I have a positive podcast because I want to talk about how much things I like.
Hey.
Anyways, let's talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, which is our first category. It's where we discuss the good of a film, something we like, the bad, something we didn't like, the ugly, something that didn't age well, the fine, something that did age well. My good is Taika fucking Waititi, baby. And Jemaine Clement. Just kind of, it's the whole movie, concept, idea. It's all 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I love
10 out of 10, whatever you want to talk about.
I think mine would be just anytime you can subvert expectation. And Taika does it so well.
Yeah.
And just the idea that vampires are just silly and stupid.
Vampires are people too, It's like, are vampires like one of us?
They're not all, I mean, they are monsters.
Yeah.
But like they're also have feelings.
Oh, I meant to ask you this at the beginning. So, like, if you had the choice, if like someone came up to you and was like, "I'm a vampire," would you want to become a vampire? Would you say yes or no?
Yeah, fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, I would too. No problem. Hypnotize people and shit.
Let's go.
Oh, be easy. I fucking. You know what I hate? Fucking sunlight, dude.
Yeah,
I would love to
it's
be
the worst.
I love staying up as late as possible.
Nighttime is the right time.
Just like, and like, I don't think you like feel pain or anything as a vampire. You like heal and become like the perfect version of yourself, essentially. Oh, that'd be so nice.
And you can still be horny. Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, all the vampires I've ever seen.
Vampires are hella horny, dude. Vampires always boning.
I would be sad about not being able to eat French fries, but
I would just.
I'm sure I would just
go somewhere where people are eating French fries, and then
you'd eat them after they eat the French fries. Just a little salty.
Like, though, I do love wine. That would be the worst part.
I think they can. I guess they can.
They can. They can.
They just have to drunk blood.
Yeah, they have to drink a drunk guy's blood. Fucking rules. All right. So, would you rather be a werewolf or a vampire?
Ooh, interesting.
I like werewolves more in like cinema.
Yeah,
but I'd rather be a vampire.
I feel like vampires have more self-control. Because
you don't get to have fun as a werewolf. You're just constantly stressed out about being a werewolf.
But yeah, about the next time you change into a werewolf and murder everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be stressful.
It's got to go to like live in Alaska when it's like daytime all the time or something. All right. I just meant to ask you that at the beginning, but now it's at the end. So for the bad, I got nothing. And I mean fucking nothing.
No, I don't either. Cool. No ugly either. I don't think.
Yeah. For the nothing, I said I got nothing and I mean nothing. It's all great.
It was.
My only ugly is that like after Thor: Love and Thunder, people were kind of be like, do we have too much Taika Waititi? And what I say to that is, you have that opinion. You can keep listening, but Shame on you.
Shame on you.
Shame on you. I liked Love and
We're going to
Thunder.
do this procession of shame.
Shame. Shame. And The Fine is spawned a fantastic show, and it really helped boost Taika Waititi's career.
Fuck yeah,
One of my favorite directors. So
badass.
Yeah.
I love New Zealand.
Oh, yeah.
All New Zealanders.
Yeah.
And the fact that they didn't think this movie was funny enough kind of makes me think there's funnier shit down there.
Yeah, there could be. And, honestly, it could be one of those things where, maybe in like New Zealand, they're like, this is just how we are. So,
I see.
This is like the comedy we always see. So maybe it's not special. And then he like brought it over here and it's like super special.
Maybe they're all vampires. And
maybe New Zealand doesn't like vampires, Yeah,
I guess.
I don't know.
No, you never really see cultures that are so anti-vampire.
Yeah, you
like
really
New
don't.
Zealand. Fuck you, New Zealand.
Actually, it seems like a really nice place.
It seems like a really nice place. I don't want to go there.
Like, there's like no animals there that kill you. But they do have a drug problem like everywhere.
Nah. And they always get video game releases first because I guess the time zones start in New Zealand. They're like the first ones.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, what are we doing here? It also had there's this dope show that's on Hulu that the director, what's her fucking name? Jane Campion. She did like The Piano, Bright Star, The Power of the Dog that had Benedict Cumberbatch recently. Nice. She just recently won a Oscar for that movie. There's a movie called a TV show called Top of the Lake. It's on Hulu. That's really good. It's set. Jane Campion's a New Zealand. She's from New Zealand. So is Sam Neill from Jurassic Park, by the way.
Nice.
But it's a really good like kind of like murder mystery, like Lost Child.
That's cool.
Show. It's got Elizabeth Moss in it. From Handmaid's Tale. Y'all should check that out. But for my double feature, which is the category we're actually about to start doing now, I chose the movie Hunt for the Wilder People. It's got Sam Neill in it. It's got the kid from Deadpool 2 for anybody that doesn't like, because I don't think if I said his name, anybody would know. It's like Julian Dennison.
Sure.
It's just a really fun, it's fucking Taika. If you like Taika, you're going to like it.
Mine was going to be the show Flight of the Conchords. I think it might still be on Max.
Yeah, it should be.
But
I think so.
God damn, that movie. That was kind of my first introduction into funny New Zealanders.
Yeah.
And it was so good.
I had like both their albums and everything.
God.
I still sometimes listen to like Lady Blonde, Most Beautiful Girl in the whole
socks.
Room. It's business time. It's business time.
Ooh, yeah.
Hip Hopopotamus.
My rhythm is bottomless.
It's great. The second album is so good too. But yeah, check out the shows and movies. Oh, that'd be a great day. You watch this, Flight of the Conchords and Hunt for the Wilder People. And
we should have a National New Zealand Day.
Yeah, if we went to New Zealand, we'd just do it every day.
Here.
Hey, I'm pointing to my heart. Every day is. Just kidding. But I mean, they do have two really great filmmakers, Jane Campion and Taika Waititi. And my dog's getting pissed because he wants attention. So join us next week because we are going to be talking about a little indie film that no one's ever heard of. And no one in this room is wearing a button-up shirt about.
Wait.
We are going to be joined by Dakota, and we are going to be doing Star Wars: A New Hope. It's probably a movie no one really ever talks about. And there's like not a lot of opinions or anything about this film out there. So we'd love to give our first ever opinions about this movie.
Some people say it's more of a documentary.
Yeah, like so we're gonna cover that. I hear it's about like sword fighting and rolling trash cans in a desert. It seems like a real
I just saw
dreamy indie film that I can't wait to see.
I saw this great video today and they replaced R2D2 with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I'm like, what? I'm hooked. That's awesome. But All right, so everybody look that up. All right.
I think we need to come prepared with our favorite Star Wars memes too.
Star Wars memes. Okay. Yeah. So join us. It's for Star Wars: A New Hope. It's the only one of it. There's not a billion different things about it. So listen to us nerd out about it. Dakota's going to join, so it's going to be a 3-hour long podcast.
Hell yeah.
Because I'm sure we'll have a lot to say. Or maybe everything's already been said about it. So maybe we'll just not have a lot to say at all. Like really selling the fact that I want to do a Star Wars podcast, right? I've been kind of waiting to do it. And now here I am like, yeah, we're going to talk about it. Whatever.
I guess.
No, I'm going to be super excited as soon as I watch it and hear the boom, 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 boom. I can't do it. I thought you were about to do like Halloween for a second. Yeah, join us for Star Wars. It's gonna fucking rule. Everybody likes listening to people talk about Star Wars, unless you don't care about Star Wars, which you're crazy. So, join us next week for that. Thank you for listening. Leave us some fan mail. Be like, great bit, Jesse, with the whole Star Wars telling us we're gonna do it. That was really hilarious. You really sold it. You can go to our description and click the link at the top and just be like, hey, right on, guys. Or go to the very bottom and where we have our email, we recommend mailbag@gmail.com. Damn, losing my mind over here.
Tell us how much your mind gets blown.
Yeah. Check us, leave us a review. It helps people find us. The more reviews we get, and like people will click on it and be like, hey, how many reviews does it have? And they'll be like, people seem to like it. They'll click on it and then we'll get bigger. And then, I don't know, we'll be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thank you to Joey Prosser who did our intro and outro music. You can follow him on X at Mr. Joey Prosser. And damn, I believe it's almost daytime, sunrise. So I guess we better get out of here. This has been the We Recommend podcast. I'm Jesse.
Jason.
Boy. I don't know what happened at the end of the podcast.